Hello, my name is Don Survey. I'm Mystery Don in some circles. I'm the author of Take That Job and Mystery Shop It. It's a book about how you can get started in the mystery shopping business. And it's available on Amazon Kindle. Now, I've been a mystery shopper since 2006. I enjoy doing this on a part-time basis because I can choose the times I want to work and how often I work. I had a commitment to pick up kids from school, attend other sporting events, and to pick up them from practice. And also, I worked a full-time job. Now, plus I was paying for private school when the country was going through a recession. Now, mystery shopping really helped me and my family get through some really tough economic times. Now, even though it wasn't a lot of money, it did still help pay some bills. Now, when I initially looked for part-time opportunities where I could work on my own and wanted to work when I wanted to work, I saw a lot of advertisements about making money. Now, some of them really looked too good to be true, and one of them was mystery shopping. Now, there were ads promoting that you could make $350 per hour in mystery shopping. Now, it's obviously a scam, and that's what I want to talk about right now. Now, with me today is Jason Meza. He's the Senior Director of Media Relations and Community Engagement of the Better Business Bureau of San Antonio. Now, we are going to talk about this mystery shopping scam and others that you should be aware. Welcome, Jason, and thank you for your time today.
Pleasure to be here. Thank you for the time equally.
Now, walk me through the scam. Now, the scam artist puts this out on social media and just waits for people to respond. What happens next?
They're getting harder and harder to detect, Don. They're getting good. They're getting better. They're ahead of the curve. They know the scripts to use. They're just lifting them and inserting our name. And the hallmarks of a typical mystery shopping scam are earn great money, work from home, work around your schedule. And they usually tout the big businesses that they're involved with. And we'll just name drop a few. The bigger the brand, the bigger the target. Walmart, Target, any other retail establishment. But you think about this, and too good to be true is the mantra at BBB. We simply say if it doesn't pass the sniff or the gut test, if something seems off, trust your gut and report it. Because if you end up giving any information in the end, your name, date of birth, your address, phone number, all that can be tied to make profiles, duplicates, and you could be sent money right away in the form of a check. And it's tempting to go tempt a check with a lot of O's behind it with your name on it. I'm going to go do that right now. But mobile deposit, convenience of banking online makes it it expedites this scam, unfortunately. So we see a lot of victims fall fast before they even get a chance to report it or let others know in their social circle that they've fallen. So the hallmarks are, again, too good to be true, money up front, we'll send you the check, and all you have to do is go into a store and shop just like you normally would. It's very tempting. It happens every day. We see it at the BBB.
Now, really, when you send that information back, because the scam artist is going to put down name, address, phone number, all this other information. Sometimes they don't necessarily ask for social security number,
right,
but they don't really need to know that. All they really need is the name and address. Is that correct?
That is correct. And it's sad. It's sad, but ID theft is a real big issue, and that stems from this. It's just one of three ways it can go: ID theft, check fraud, or simply, you fall into an employment scam, because the mystery shopping industry is well written, it's well laid out, it's a well-oiled industry before fraudsters came along. And now with online, with internet access to resources, and now the digital banking, it's made this scam, unfortunately, so quick and so hard to recover from. Getting money back is 0 to 5% of the time if we do see that. ID theft is the next step. It could take 2 to 3 years to clean up the mess that's involved when you divulge information like this.
Mm-hmm. Now, where would you rank this scam, like on a scale of 1 to 10, on the most cases that you see in a year?
Yeah, mystery shoppers have been around for a long time. Mystery shopper fraud has been around for a long time, let me say. It's still in the top 10 in the South Texas area, probably 8 or 9 as we move into different scams. But again, this materializes into other scams which are more prevalent. Employment scams, number 1 in South Texas for the past 3 or 4 years running. So people think they're going to get a great job, great prospect. I can work in my pajamas, or I can submit checks and just go shopping, and it's easy and it's done. It's that temptation, it's the lure. So employment scams is what can lead to this, is our number 1 scam. The rest of it, check fraud, all that kind of rolls into it. ID theft is still a top 10 issue as well. So In itself, mystery shopping's still in the top 10, but I think it goes to other scams, which is employment scams, which is high on that list.
Yeah. Now, caching locations are pretty much aware of this type of scam. Are a lot of them caught? Or can the teller say, this looks like a scam to me?
Yeah, I think con artists are banking on the fact that you're not going to go to an actual location, instead mobile deposit, or send it at an ATM unguarded location where there's not a live teller. So the less eyes on it, the less chance it'll be caught. Now, it will be caught. It might take days, weeks, even a month. We've seen a few bank and financial groups take a month to come back and say, this check bounced, by the way, and all that money's out on you. If it goes through a checking account, they're going to max out the account, whatever's in there, plus your overage account. So yes, they're really hoping that you will mobile deposit it, move as quickly as you can to move the funds out of your bank and of your account into the scammer's account, or buy equipment that you really don't need for a job that doesn't exist. So they're trying to make you move quick. And unfortunately, yes, check processing is. Back in the day, yes, you went to a teller and they would see a goof up, they'd see a misspelling, they'd see a number that's off. So quickly they would say this check's not good. But even today, we're moving so fast. Tellers are moving fast. It might take a couple of eyes to catch it.
And they don't necessarily want you to send, wire a money order or anything to them. They have other ways of doing that. Explain some other ways they do.
That wire transfers, they're still prevalent. It might be old school, but they can still, money to money themselves, or send money and open an account, and they just show up under an assumed name and take the money and run. And you're down to reviewing security footage. You're down to actually looking and asking the bank or the money to money place, hey, can we run through security footage because I'm out the money? That's an uphill battle. That is an uphill battle. Now it's simply peer-to-peer payment. It's the Zells and the PayPals of the world. They're trying to get you to unlock security features, go around your dual-factor authentication, say, I'm going to send you a number, a code, tell me that number back, and they've unlocked their side of the dual-factor authentication by you sending the code back. So there's so many different ways this goes. I guess the more prevalent, again, is the peer-to-peer nowadays. It's so easy, and it's tied to your bank account more than likely. So it's just like a one-line phishing line attached to your bank. They just keep pulling and pulling and requesting money.
And another one is, of course, gift cards. You buy gift cards, and they want you to send them the numbers.
Yeah, Don, I like the way gift cards are now set up when you go into a CVS or to any retail place. There's always a check, an added check. They'll ask you at the pin pad, or the teller will ask you, do you know who the person you're sending? Have you met this person that you're going to be buying the gift card for? So they're slowly trying to build in these checks and balances with real people saying, check, the gift card fraud is real. We just want you to know if you're taking out multiple sums of 200 plus gift cards, we would like you to indicate that, yes, you do know the person, you've met them before, and it is someone that you know. Yeah.
That's really good, because
it's a step in the right direction.
Right, absolutely. So you say that the history of people getting their money back, you said it was like 0 to 5%?
And I said 5% is on the high end. Okay. 0 to 5%. Yeah, it depends on the payment method that went out. If you're using a credit card, by all means, that's the safest still in this state. Old school dad would say, never open a credit account. We don't need it. I pay cash. But credit cards are still the safe, reliable way. You're using merchant account. You're using third-party funds. You're, say, Visa. It's in their best interest to cancel a payment, freeze a card, and not pay out that. So, yes, I think credit cards are still the best way to go. But again, the times are changing.
Now, when people out there who want to mystery shop, I always tell them, to go to a website, a legitimate website from a mystery shopping company. Mm-hmm. And I'll tell you what, this scam and any other scam for mystery shopping really frustrates the mystery shopping companies, because on their websites, they always put on there, beware of any checks that you receive from the name of this company. It's fraudulent. Mm-hmm. People, we do not pay anybody. And that's, as a mystery shopper myself, I have never been paid a single dime before I even did an assignment. Mm-hmm. That includes like restaurants, because as a restaurant, you actually go, you pay for the full bill, then you get reimbursed for that.
Correct.
After the assignment is done and completed. So keep that in mind here, folks, that you just don't get money up front for any reason whatsoever. And like I said, it does frustrate legitimate mystery shopping companies. no, when they go to a website, and it's like encrypted. But how can you tell that if it's really, that if it's really encrypted or
Safe,
not?
yeah.
Yes.
It's tough to, again, it's getting tougher and tougher to figure out who's the real deal and not, who's safe. Nowadays it's SSL encryption, and a company simply has to validate, bounce back a location, LLC registered with a certain state, and then they're in business and they can get an SSL encryption. However, saying that, there are still a few more checks and balances. Are you visiting a secure website? If you're going to make any payment or exchange any transaction on a website, you want to look for what's like a green toolbar or a lock in the toolbar indicating, yes, they have SSL encryption or a higher security clearance. So yes, there are ways to tell if it's secure and safe, but I'm going to layer in another dual factor authentication. I'm going to tell your consumers and mystery shoppers to go a step above that and double check that you're really speaking to the mystery shopping company, third-party company. We can't endorse it. I can't tell you who to go to, but I can tell you whoever you're using, make sure you double check the reputation of that person or that company first. Once you do that, don't respond to inbound texts or emails that look fishy, because they could be a perpetrator posing or masking themselves as that company. So again, I would pick up the phone and talk directly to somebody that's a part of this company saying, yes, my name is XYZ. I'm going to send you correspondence or an agreement in the next few weeks or days. Look for that. That way you feel a little bit safer about that, because yes, SSL encryption for computers and websites is there. It can be manipulated, and it could be turned to we've seen it, unfortunately.
Yeah. Now, I know with my book, which is Take That Job and Mystery Shop It, I list almost about 200 mystery shopping companies. I had to weed a lot of them out because they I just didn't trust the website.
Yeah.
And, they usually ask you for your social security number in the application. Some of these applications you could probably put zeros there and get by with it, but some won't let you pass that point.
Yeah.
I'm going to leave it up to you, to you, the listener, to decide whether you want to proceed or not. I myself chose not to, but it could be safe or it could not.
Yeah.
And
I would ask and take this a step further. How are they going to use and then properly destroy my social security number? Why are they needing it? Why are they using it? If you're going into an employment 1099 contract or scenario where they will need that, I'd recommend setting up your own EIN number, your own company, LLC, sole proprietorship. That way it protects you and separates your personal and your whatever you earn for your mystery shopping business, to do that, so you don't have to provide that social. But in the event that you are asked to do that, again, really press. I do this with my doctors. Wherever I go for medical information, why is this needed? How are you using it? How are you destroying it in the end? Because data breaches happen every hour.
yeah. At some point, you will have to give the social security number to get paid.
Yeah.
Because they will need it for that. But if you're only applying just to get assignments, I don't think that company needs to know your social security number.
You may be right, and divulging that much information at the top is dangerous. And again, it's tough to tell if you're really acting with the person that's going to be employing you or not. It could be a masked attempt to get your information, or a duplicated website.
Okay. All right. Well, is there anything else that we need to cover?
Circling back lastly to, it's a great industry, and this is one of many that unfortunately gets a black eye because of the fraud that exists and how easy it is to manipulate people and con them into an attempt to mystery shop for a great business or a great organization. So it's not the only one. There's several other industries that are hit by this type of fraud. Every time we feel that we're making a step in the right direction with prosecution or identifying people that are criminal rings, the basketball goal moves again, and we take a shot and we end up shooting a free throw that missed. So here we go again. We need every piece of consumer data. If they see something, say something kind of scenario, the information you have in your inbox may be the missing piece of data we need to connect the dots. So report it to bbb.org, report it to your FTC, law enforcement. If you make a case, if it's a local perpetrator, they'll make a case for you. If not, there's always your Attorney General's office that can help move that in the right direction.
Excellent. great information here. Thank you, Jason. That was Jason Meza. He's the Senior Director of Media Relations and Community Engagement of the Better Business Bureau of San Antonio, Texas. This is a lot of great information, and I thank you very much for your time.
Pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, so people who would like to try mystery shopping are skeptical about it because people think it's a scam. Well, yeah, that's true. But here, hopefully, we've maybe kind of solved the mystery here a little bit. Now, I enjoy working this part-time. There are some people that work it full-time. Now, business owners and managers are always making decisions to stay ahead of the competition, and they need people like us, mystery shoppers, to help them. It's a great training tool for their employees. Now, this book that I wrote, Take That Job and Mystery Shop It, it's available on Amazon Kindle. Not only do I talk about how you can start the business, but I also list close to 200 mystery shopping companies to apply to their database. And once they approve you, you can apply for as many assignments as you can handle. Now, make sure that you apply to an encrypted website, as we talked about here. You might be able to hold off giving your social security number in the application, which I strongly suggest. But if the mystery shopping company will need it in order to progress in that application, then I would leave it up to you to make a decision on that. Now, never respond to any email or send money to a third party that you don't know. That is the bottom line. Yeah, because these scam artists, they will send you an email. I even had one, sent to my inbox. Actually more than one. I've had quite a few, and they all ask for your personal information, name, address, and all that. When you send that, you're going to get a check from that scam artist, and it's not going to be good. So I've performed many mystery shops at check cashing locations as well. And there I had to buy like a money order, but that money order would be for something like a water bill, an electric bill, some bill that I had. So it went to someone that I knew who it was going to, not to a third party I didn't know. So the most important thing here is that mystery shopping has helped me, and it is a legal business. We're always looking for new faces to visit different places. My book, Take That Job and Mystery Shop, is available on Amazon Kindle in ebook, paperback, and hardback. I'm Don Survey, or Mystery Don. Thank you for listening. Happy shopping.